Good morning, teacher. Today's article is rotational energy level. We have to see in last lecture types of molecular spectra. There are three types of spectra: rotational spectrum, rotational vibrational spectrum, and third one is electronic spectrum. This is first one is rotational energy levels. The, the rotational motion naturally will involve the moment of inertia, mi, of a molecule. Hence, the study of rotational spectra can be used for the analysis in many scientific and industrial approaches or applications. We can use rotational spectra to distinguish the presence of isotope in a sample. It can even detect different isomers provided they have different moment of inertia. Rotational spectra can also use in the chemical examination of interstellar space. It has been used to determine some stable molecules in the space like water, ammonia, etc., which helps in predicting the presence of origin of the biological molecules. By comparing the intensities of the rotational transitions, temperature of the interstellar material can be estimated. Okay. Only the molecule having permanent electric dipole moment can give rise to pure rotational spectra. Hence, molecule like HCl, HBr, HI, H2O, etc. shows the rotational spectra because of there are more than two atoms. In far infrared region, homonuclear molecules such as H2, O2, N2, etc. also shows rotational Raman spectra. We have studied in next chapter because of the polarizability of the molecules. Okay, we have to study in this rotational spectra in this molecule HCl, HBl, HI, H2O, etc. Okay, the first article in this rotational spectra is the rigid diatomic molecule. Rigid diatomic molecule. Okay, this is the diagram of this molecule. This is M1 and this is the M2 and this is the rigid support to connect these two molecules. Okay, the center of gravity is this side, this is C. These are the rotation. This is R1, this is R2. Okay, and this is the total distance between two molecules, two atoms are 0. This is M1 molecule and this is M2 molecule. R0 is the total distance between two molecules. R1 and R2 are the distance between center of gravity to first molecule and R2 is center of gravity to second molecule. Consider the simplest diatomic molecule as shown in figure. This is diatomic molecule. Let M1 and M2 be the mass of each atom. Okay, M1 and M2. This is first and this is second. Let the molecule are joined by a bond such that the distance between them remains constant. Due to this rigid bond, distance does not change, this is constant. Okay, the bond length is given by r0 is equal to r1 plus r2. Total bond length how much? r0. This is r0. There are two bond lengths. This is the center of gravity of this rigid diatomic molecule. r1 is the first mass and r2 is the second mass. Okay, this is the equation. r0 is equal to r1 plus r2. The molecule rotates around its axis, this axis, through center of gravity C, our center of mass of the system, and perpendicular to the line joining M1 and M2 respectively from the center of mass. Then M1 R1 is equal to M2 R2, because two distances are separated by in this axis, bond axis. This is M1 R1, this is M2 R2. This is equation number 2. The moment of inertia, the Mi of the diatomic molecule about a point C, C means center of gravity, is given by, okay, what is the moment of inertia? I is equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square. This is no problem. Okay, by using equation 2, this equation, in the above equation, then we have I is equal to m2 r2 into r1 plus m1 r1 into r2, or I is equal to common term sum r1 r1 r2 r2, these are the same term, will be common, r1 into r2 in bracket remaining term m1 plus m2. This is equation number 3. Okay, this is the moment of inertia. I is equal to r1 into r2 into m1 plus m2. From equation 1, this equation r0 is equal to r1 plus r2, and equation 2, which equation? m1 into r1 is equal to m2 into r2. Then we have m1 r1 is equal to m2 r2. This is equation, or is equal to m1 r1 is equal to m2. What is the value of r2? This equation is rearranged. r2 is the equation of r0 minus r1. Since r2 is equal to r0 minus r1 from equation 1. Okay, m1 r1 is equal to m2 into r0 plus r1. Therefore m1 plus m2 plus m2, this is the common term, into r1 is equal to m2 into r0. Okay, or therefore r1 is equal to m2 upon this term goes to denominator. This is m1 plus m2 into R0. This is equation number 4. Or similarly, this is the value of R1. Okay. Similarly, what is the value of R2 is equal to M1 upon M1 plus M2 into R0. This is equation number 5. We have to calculate in same term by R2. Okay. Substituting equation 4, equation 4 and 5 in equation 3, then we get, what is the equation 4? R1 is equal to M2 upon M1 plus M2 into R0. And what is the equation of 5? R2 is equal to M1 upon M1 plus M2 into R0. Putting these two equations in equation 3, what is the equation 3? R1 R2 into M1 plus M2. Therefore, I is equal to M1 M2 upon M1 plus M2 into this R0 and this R0. This is R0 whole square, or I is equal to mu into R0 square. This is equation number 6, where mu is equal to M1 plus M2, M1 into M2 upon M1 plus M2 is known as reduced mass of the system. Mu is the reduced mass of the system. Okay. Then we have converted two body problem, means M1 and M2. There are two bodies problem into a single body. Hence, we can say that the rotation of the atomic molecule is equivalent to the rotation of a single particle. These two particles are converted into one particle. If the molecule is rotating with angular velocity omega, then classically it has energy equal to 1/2 into I omega square. Classically energy is 1/2 I omega square. Therefore, the angular momentum L is equal to I omega. Okay, and therefore E is equal to L square upon 2I. E means energy. This is equation number 7. Okay. According to quantum mechanics, the angular momentum is quantized and is given by, what is the value of L? We have to see in last lecture, square root of L into L plus 1 into H cross, where H cross is equal to H upon 2 pi. Equation 7 becomes E of J is equal to H square upon 8 pi whole square into I, squaring of this equation, okay, into J plus 1 joules, where J is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. This is equation number 8, and this is the equation for jth value in last value. Therefore rotational energy level Ej is approximately equal to j into j plus 1 into h cross square upon 2r, where h is Planck's constant and j is rotational quantum number. And j takes only integral values. From 0 upward. Okay. Equation 6 and 7 shows that this is equation 6 and 7. Which one is? This is equation 6. I is equal to mu into r0 square. The meaning of this equation is diatomic molecule cannot have any arbitrary value of rotational energy. The energy is quantized and is limited by rotational quantum number j, meaning of this equation. And